Remember the dawn of youth with pleasure and regret its passing. In a few days, loneliness overcame me, and I tried the grim faces of the books. I hired a carriage of love and started for the house of joy. As I reached the pine woods where people went for picnics, the drive took a private way, shaded with willow trees on each side. Passing through, we could see the beauty of the garden grass, the grapevines, and the many-colored flowers of April just blossoming. In a few minutes, the carriage stopped before a solitary house in the midst of a beautiful garden. The scent of roses, gardenia, and jasmine filled the air. As I dismounted and entered the spacious garden, just then a beautiful young woman dressed in a gorgeous velvet gown appeared. When I touched her hand, it was like a white lily, and a strange pang pierced my heart. We sat down looking at each other without words. The play passed fast in that garden, and I could see through the window the ghostly yellow kiss of sunset on the mountain. Looking on each other with sorrowful eyes and not speaking, although beauty has its own heavenly language, loftier than the voices of tongues and lips. It is a timeless language common to all humanity, a calm lake that attracts the singing rivulets to its depth and makes them silent. Only our spirits can understand beauty or live and grow with it. Real beauty is a ray which emanates from the Holy of Holies of the Spirit and illuminates the body, as life comes from the depths of the earth and gives color and scent to a flower. Real beauty lies in the spiritual act that is called love, which can exist between a man and a woman. Did my spirit and Leah's reach out to each other that very day we met? And did that yearning make me see her as the most beautiful woman under the sun? Or did my youth blind my natural eyes and make me imagine the brightness of her eyes, the sweetness of her mouth, and the grace of her figure? Or was it that her brightness, sweetness, and grace opened my eyes and showed me the happiness and sorrow of love? It is hard to answer these questions, but I say truly that in that hour I felt a new affection resting calmly in my heart, like the Spirit hovering over the waters at the creation of the earth. The month of April was coming to an end. I felt an invisible hand drawing me to her. In her velvet dress, Leah was slender as a ray of light coming through the window. She walked gracefully and rhythmically. Her voice was low and sweet. Words fell from her lips like drops of dew, falling from the petals of flowers when they are disturbed by the wind. But Leah's face, no words can describe its expression. Reflecting first great internal suffering, then heavenly exaltation. The beauty of Leah's face is not classic. It is like a dream revelation which cannot be measured or bound or copied by the brush of a painter or the chisel of a sculptor. Leah's beauty is not in her black hair, but in her virtue and her purity which surround it. Not in her large eyes, but in the light which emanates from them. Not in her black lips, but in the sweetness of her ways. Not in her ivory neck, but in its light bowed to the front. Nor is it in her perfect figure, but in the nobility of her spirit, burning like a white torch between earth and sky. Her beauty is like a gift of poetry. But poets are unhappy people, for no matter how high their spirits reach, they be enclosed in an envelope of tears. Leah is deeply thoughtful rather than talkative, and her silence is a kind of music that carried me to a world of dreams and made him listen to the throbbing of his heart and see the ghost of his thoughts and feeling before him, looking him in the eyes. She wore a cloak of deep sorrow through her life, which increased her strange beauty and dignity, as a tree in blossom is more lovely when seen through the mist of dawn.